Welcome back to Man Across New Horizons. I'm Dane Arling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? Well, we'll be vibing out per usual with another Happy Home Paradise customization. I don't know, should we start off with a prediction? We are going to customize, I should just guess the same person over and over again, so I actually, legitimately get one right eventually. But let me think, hold on. Who's a villager I haven't said? Why don't we say Elmer? The horse. I don't even know what his customization is. But yeah, we're here to vibe, we're here to relax as per usual. What's been going on? Recorded the next series, which is following on from Little Nightmares 2, because that one's finished. I believe it's finished. If it's not finished, then whoops. Oh, I forgot to say, welcome back everyone. Good evening everyone. Today it's 4:39 on Sunday. It's not evening, good afternoon. Sunday 18th of December 2022. I just skipped through what you were saying, Isabel, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was too busy in my conversational flow already. But yeah, the next series is being recorded. Should I give you a little bit of leak on what it is? I mean, that's what I usually do for Animal Crossing, and I tell you what it is, and then, a couple of days later it'll go up. Yeah, why not? It's Cosmic Express, which is a puzzle game which I brought up ages ago, and I actually bought ages ago, and I was curious to try because I was like, I heard it's a pretty cool puzzle game. And it's pretty cool. It's very simplistic, I would say. This sort of reminds me of Snakebird in a certain sense. But it's a little bit different from Snakebird. There's a sort of vibes I'm getting up. I've only recorded 2 episodes. I might record some more after I record this episode, depending on how long it is. Just to get a bit of a backlog, because I also need to finish a thumbnail art. You might be like, how much of a thumbnail have you done? And I've done like the rough sketch, I think, is about it. I've got it actually here on my other monitor, and my other monitor being my drawing tablet. And yeah, it looks fine. I think it'll be I think it'll be genuinely quite a fun one to do. I don't know what style I'm going for. Am I going to go with a borderless style? I might go with a simplistic borderless style because that's kind of what everything looks like in Cosmic Express, but we'll have to see what I go with in the end because I've not yet to decide. Because I tried doing it with Barbara's U and it didn't look good because there's no shading, or there's very little shading in Barbara's U. So we might not go with a complete borderless style. We might just go with thin line art. We'll see how it goes. Wait a minute, why am I on Halves Island? I was meant to go to Paradise Planning Resort or whatever, but I just kind of forgot what day we were on apparently. I also realised that I forgot to talk about Little Nightmares 2. I forgot to do my review thing. Well, whenever I finish a game in the series, I spend the Animal Crossing episode talking about it. I don't remember. It's been like a week I think since I last finished it, but I just forgot to talk about it. So I have to do that tomorrow, and then the day after will be the Q&A, if I record, which I've got a lot of questions, actually, surprisingly, a lot more than I expected, which I've yet to compile. I probably should compile, to be honest. I just have a quick scan through, so I sort of know generally what people are wanting to ask me, so I can sort of think about my answers, but most of it will be pretty much off the top of the head. Anyway, we've got Wolfgang, or is that Lobo? I always forget his name. And we got Canberra, is that the koala's name? I forget what the koalas are called, to be honest. They all get a little bit muddled up in my head. But yeah, Cosmic Express is... Hopefully it'll be a nice one. It'd be nice to go back to just sort of like a pure puzzle game, I suppose. Which is sort of what I'm doing, alternating between pure puzzle and then, something different in the puzzle game section. So, we got Cosmic Express. Afterwards, I might do a bit less of a puzzly, more of a story-esque based thing there than, back to puzzle, etc, etc. Rock and roll. All the walls seem to have like a band practice related one. Fruit. Soul on fire. I don't know what that means still. Serve food. So you want a food buffet. She's done a singing voice one so many times, eh? Warm even in winter. Okay, we're going to do your one because this is very fitting for Christmas. Very fitting for the winter sort of vibes. I think we've done this like 3 times already, though, I'm not going to lie. But we'll try and make it a little bit different, I think. So we're going to see how we can make it different. I didn't even know your name. Eunice. Okay, a cozy winter cabin with handicrafts is interesting. So, I guess this will probably actually be quite a fast one because to me this screams use a small customization. I'm just seeing where I want to put you. Why did we put static? It was bizarre. No, I don't think... I want to put you in a place which feels quite cozy. So I'm thinking you or you. I'm going to put you here, I think. You have a cabin on top of a hill. I think that's small, cozy, and the rest of it we can have as wild, like, nature, forest, etc, etc. This might legitimately be a very quick customization. We'll see. Because this is another one which I think screams small layout, you know? Just like the lighthouse one we did for whoever it was, the lighthouse one. I think this one we should try. I'm not sure if we do a 4x4, but maybe a 6x6 will be fine. Sorry about a little bit of a pause, but we'll be carrying on as per usual. Yeah, a cozy winter cabin. I mean, who wouldn't like a cozy winter cabin to stay in, especially for winter months? To curl up by the fire. This is where it's in what we sing Winter Wonderland, if I can remember the lyrics properly. Which I should do, because we sang it for like a Christmas concert we had in primary school. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In my lane. Okay, well, we'll keep it at 6x6 for now. Snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Actually, let's see how we can make it different using not the Joy-Cons, the things we have at hand. So we want to make this cozy. Okay. What sort of color aesthetic can we go with? Modern Shoji screen wall, right? That's unexpected. I was imagining stone bricks to try and make it a little bit different. How about we do this, you know? Keep it in a sort of dark brownish coloration. I can't remember what... I feel like a log cabin makes more sense, though. But when we have like a stone wall at the back where we could put a wood burning stove in, I think. I think that makes sense to me. You have a futon. Sorry, not a futon, kotatsu. Which I think would be quite cozy. Let's try and find... Should we try and have a sort of beige coloration going on? How about that? We want things to basically be super warm, super toasty. So how about you sort of like, you walk... I was trying to figure out where to put things. Okay, how about this can be the kitchen? This will be the sort of dining room. You walk in, bada bing, bada boom, there it is. A bed. I don't think you'll have enough space for this massive bed, to be honest, but... no, maybe like this. And then back here we can put stuff. Ranch kitchen. Or the vintage style. Okay, yes. This is how we're going to differentiate it. We're going to use vintage things with a stew pot. Ramen broth, miso broth. Broth doesn't really make sense. I feel like a cream stew is reasonable. I guess we'll just be using ranch vintage customization to try and make it feel a bit... I want to make it feel like old-fashioned, you know, rather than much more modern. If that's possible, in the slightest. Compact kitchen. What is that? A sauna heater? Huh. Like, you just want this to be the warmest place possible, it seems. So, who are we to... we could put a half outside. Yes, that's fine. Who are we to sort of take that away from you? Cushions? Okay, in which case a kotatsu can be a centerpiece. Actually, we'll only use 2. How about like this? Otherwise, we're not going to really have enough room, I think. And let's try to use a slightly different pattern for this, just so it's not we're using the same thing twice. I think we're just breezing through. Retro stereo, does it have black or brown? I guess black is good enough. This is not the sort of soundtrack I expected. So we can put things on here. I think a simple kettle. Using this white coloration. Anything with these sort of floral patterns definitely feels a lot more vintage, doesn't it? So I think we should definitely roll with it. I think these teacups often have, yeah, very vintage looking things. So it'll probably be a little bit better. And then what are we going to put in this corner? That's a good question. This music is very mind-flooding. I'm not going to lie. A rocking chair? Which I guess we'll use dark wood for. No, I actually think we'll use like white. Light wood for it, or white. Because we've got a sort of white vibe going on. I'm not sure if I'm in love with this cabin wall. I'm going to be honest. I kind of want something different. I don't think I want that though. Dark mosaic actually looks quite nice. Not sure if I want brick. Antique brick could be interesting, but I think we use this for a lighthouse. So I'm not sure if I want to use the same. I want it to feel cozy, but I want it to feel vintage at the same time, you know? No, it's a bit gross. A tent is an interesting idea, but not really what you were asking for. This is okay. I think this is a bit better. This feels even more vintage, doesn't it? And then we can change this to being light wood instead of... No, we should use dark brown. Maybe even black. Because otherwise it's gonna blend in a little bit too much to the brown stamp there, which I don't really want. I kind of want things to stand out a little bit. I think we definitely need to put bookshelves somewhere. So maybe we... It doesn't make sense. I was going to put a bookshelf here. Why did you put a bookshelf next to something so easily flammable? So I guess probably what we do is we put the bookshelf here. We'll use the dark brown. Try and keep things cozy. Things should be really cozy. So I think... Excuse me, can you just like rotate normally? Why can't you just be normal? Ah! Babadook, anyone? So things should be really like sort of closely knit and tight together, I think. So let's try and put things close together, if we can, to sort of mimic that effect. We'll give you a compact kitchen if we can get the vintage style. Dark wood might be okay? No, it's not. Genuinely it's not. We do this, sauna heater. Give you a cypress plant? No, I don't want the green. I just want to put like a load of things really close together in this house to make it feel really sort of like cramped and crowded. So I think putting a shelf behind might not be a bad idea. Ash, yes. Monochrome photo? Not sure if here, but maybe here's a bit better. Actually, maybe we should center this a bit. And then we can put something here. I don't know what we're going to put here yet, but something should go there. But on top of here, we can put things like the radio. Which I guess we'll use black for. Book stands. I don't think we should have radio and book stands. That's a bit too much. A bit too mind flooding. A handicraft sewing product we have to put down somewhere, so I guess we'll use the ivory one. In fact, we might change this to dark wood. Now, I kind of want to use this vintage style because we never use this vintage coloration. So I'm wondering if we should get everything else to match it as well. If we get everything to match a white, then we need to have... Except for this, we can't really. If we do that, we need to have a darker wallpaper. Otherwise, everything's just sort of going to blend into the background, which is not really what I want. I want like, I don't really know what I want, I'm going to be honest. Oh, this is quite cozy. Perhaps a bit excessive, I think. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, to be honest, but it's a sort of, I know it when if I see it, I'll know it. I'm tempted to do this. Pirate War is quite cute as well, actually. And there's nothing which particularly explicitly says it's quite piratey. I mean, I guess it looks like you're in the middle of the ocean. Okay, fair enough. This is a bit fancy, isn't it? I kind of want to do falling snow. But maybe we turn down the lights. It'll feel a bit better. Okay, I think I'm happy enough with that. I think we'll keep the falling snow. I know it's what we used for like all of the others, I think, but you know, you're gonna have to bear with me. And then we could put... Actually, why don't we not use falling snow? Sorry, I keep spinning around. I hope I'm not giving you motion sickness. I'm actually changing my mind. I don't want falling snow. Get out of it, falling snow. I want I want something like this, but I want it to be darker. So maybe I could use this or this. I thought this was okay, but it's not quite what I want. I want something a bit more colour neutral, you know? I mean, not like blank colour neutral, that's a bit too colour neutral. Like, if it's this wallpaper, but not as run down. Chic wall, groovy wall. Wedding wall's a bit too fancy, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit too fancy. Turkey Day? So why are there no windows anymore? Oh, it's not as we turned out lights. Hey, who turned out the lights? Botanical. I didn't think this would be the hardest part. We could do this when we have a very sort of black and white theme going on. That's interesting. No, you know, I initially passed this one up because we already used it before, I think, but it's just too good. I think it just fits too well. Get some firewood. I was saying maybe actually separate these a little bit, just to give a bit of variety in the heights of what's going on. I think we'll put... do we have like a vintage? No, we don't have vintage. White, and we keep things quite monochrome. Weekly news. This might be a bit too much of a pop of colour, I don't know. I want to put something else here, but I don't know what. Scrapbook's an interesting idea. Sturdy sewing box. Just fill this up with things which are relevant to your hobbies. Navy blue, that's not right colour. White. Maybe this stuff should go over here. No, I think this stuff should go over here. It is reading material after all. But maybe on this it could be like a small tea table or something? Yeah, a mini table. No, we should look at more ranch furniture items. Because that will be other things that will fit in the vintage... The vintage, customization. So we could put this here, pop this on top. Ranch tea table. I mean, maybe we could put ranch tea table here, I don't know. Is it a bit excessive? It might be a bit excessive. And there's very much not a lot of room, but... We could do it like this. Now, this is really, like, sort of squishing things together. Hopefully it feels warm and nice and cozy. We should put, like, maybe a slight orange glow as well to make things feel even cozier. Soup kettle's an interesting idea. Not here. This is a handicrafts corner. Recreational corner. This can be the cooking area. Cream stew. Congee. Let's do cream stew. Or bread gratin. And then maybe we put the radio back on. Okay, so put this here. Or your handicrafts over there. Put this here. Then put the radio back on. Go, put the radio back on. I think maybe putting a rug down might not be a bad idea either. I genuinely think maybe this should switch around as well. Because this is already quite vertically high over here. And also this makes more sense. But I feel like it should be like this then. Or how about, hold on, maybe this shouldn't be here. We do this. There we go. That feels a bit better to me. If marginally. And I think we should put like a rug down. To make things feel even more enclosed. Not a fan of that one. So more beige. Yellow kilt? No. We need like a greyish rug. I'm not sure black blocks is what I'm looking for though. Yeah, maybe this will work. Elegant brown. Because that makes things feel cozy and more compact together, doesn't it? Festive rug's an interesting idea, but we've probably already used that. Turkey Day rug could be interesting, actually. Hold on, let's see. It might ruin the colour scheme we're going for. Or it might bring it together. What if we change this pattern? To, back to this one. Because it'll probably stand out a bit more like that. I'm not too big a fan. I think this has potential, though. I want something which looks vintage. That looks kind of vintage, doesn't it? And it does make things look... Putting a rug in does make things feel a bit more crowded, which is exactly what we're going for. And then just in these spaces on the side here, we'll put stuff down on the walls to make it feel even more crowded. Putting handicrafts is also a nice idea. So anyway, we put stuff like brims on the wall to fill up that space. So it's like, whoa, there's stuff going on here. We put like a tree mobile. Sure, why not? A very sort of white colour scheme over here. Then we could put door plates. No. Tapestry. Over here, I'm not sure about this coloration for this tapestry. Fairy tale, but bird? Sure, bird, why not? And then we could put a bulletin board over here. A cork board even. With that sort of pattern. That doesn't make any sense. With this sort of pattern. Still doesn't make any sense, but it will make it feel quite crowded over here. In fact, probably too crowded. It probably should go over here. It looks like a much more sensible place for it because there's sort of all the handicraft stuff in one area. Okay, just one more thing. I think it should go over here. Could be a small item which normally goes on the ground, like a teddy bear or something. I think could also fit here. Probably keep it as cream. Give it a nice little t-shirt like this. Because then small things on top of like big things like this is okay, because that seems very reasonable for you to just move that out of the way, a teddy bear out of the way if you need it. I think we'll do... Oh, it's like no place for a radiator. Also, I'm not sure we want a retro radiator now I'm looking at it. A sewing machine's an interesting idea. Instead of books, actually. Not that you'd have much space to really work on it. Sewing machines are heavy. I kind of want to get a sewing machine at some point. Learn how to properly use it, properly sew. That'd be quite fun. Pot rack. Spice rack. You know the drill, using it as a spice rack. To bring a bit more visual interest to this area. And we could give you a small pot rack. That one's not quite small. I don't know if this has a brown coloration. It does have a brown coloration. So pop those up a little bit. That might be too high up, so we might put this... here? Sure. And then we put like a clock or something on the wall here. Not down there. What? Who's going to tell the time from down there? Just something like this. Because I'd want to put it here, but I think that's kind of too close to that. So we'll put it here. Then over here we'll put... What else could we put down? Some plants? Dried flower garland? I think it looks okay. Something on the wall here. A painting? A fancy frame? I don't know if we want a fancy frame. I think Mum's art might feel a bit more cozy, right? Just trying to figure out which one's the best. Sweet roses, I think. That might be a bit too colourful. Is there either sweet roses or blooming? I think blooming might be a bit better if it's the sort of flower thematic we got going on with some of the previous things. Any other sort of practical things? which could go on the wall here. Sorry, I'm sort of straying away from my microphone again. Could put paintings. Alright, does this now look very crowded? It does. Everything looks cluttered. It looks like a hoarder's paradise, which is great. Exactly what we wanted. And with just a final touch of like a painting. I'm not even sure we've got room for this, to be honest. Maybe that's fine. And then from the ceiling we can put down, what was the recommended lamp? I didn't see it. Oh, interesting. A stained glass light. I don't think we've used this one yet. I think we'll go with a roses one. This is very pretty, I'm not gonna lie. And then we'll turn off this light. Actually, we'll have a custom, very low orange light to make it feel warm and cozy. And the soundscape, wind. Why isn't there snow? I guess snow doesn't really make a lot of sound now I think about it, so I guess we'll have to stick with wind. There we go. This looks cozy as heck. Look at that. It's adorable. What are your recommended outfits, Eunice? Reindeer sweater? That makes sense. Pom-pom sweater. Seems very cozy. I think we'll give you a pom-pom sweater or a sweater dress. But I don't think the sheeps look very good in sweater dresses, unfortunately. Oh, you look okay, actually. Is there a cream-coloured one? I was trying to figure out how to sort this alphabetically, but you can't. But any sort of like big woolly thing, I think is what we should be going for. Sweetheart dress could be quite cute as well, but I don't think we have any other sweater dresses. Okay, so we had to use one of those above colours, which I'm not too big a fan of because there's no sort of beige. Is there any sort of beigey? You look a bit cold with it being sweaterless. This kind of looks like pyjamas, so I'm kind of with it. Shawl and dress. I think that's okay. It's not exactly the colour combination I'd like. But we're just having a scroll through just to see something which looks super cozy, super comfy. You would be like, yeah, I can see why you're wearing that. Like a nightgown? Looks a bit cold in my nightgown, I'm not gonna lie. And it's a bit unfortunate how the sheeps look a little bit strange, I always think, because of how stretched out the clothing gets when they put it on. I was spending a lot of time, actually, surprisingly, on such a small customization. A lot more than I expected. I thought I'd, like, zoom through it, but, here I am, just carefully picking out the right thing. Oh, what if I gave you the checkered jumper dress? Cute. And let's give you, like, a cute hat, I think. Beret? I was thinking more of a flat cap, to be honest. Because it looks a bit more vintage, maybe not detective, but a dandy hat could be okay. No, I kind of want more of a flat cap. Faux fur. Again, still just want a flat cap. Ribbon's not bad, actually. I'm going to concede that, but knit hat's okay, but it kind of looks like you should be outside rather than... I want to give off the impression that you've dedicated to being inside right now. You have no plan on leaving. Yeah, something like that. And maybe just like some half-rim glasses could be quite cute. And ideally, I like some white frame glasses. Not sure if very common. I'm not even sure if I've seen white frame glasses in like real life, to be honest. Oh, okay, sunglasses, true, but... No, I kind of like the under rim half frame. It's a shame we don't have it in brown. I think yellow's okay because it sort of matches with your colour palette. There you go. It feels very vintage. We're feeling very retro right now, which is nice. Well, I think so. What's going on in Discord? Oh, cool. Some nice little photos for my friends. Okay, winter evening-ish? Morning? What's cozier? Early morning? No. Evening is definitely cozier. And let it snow. When does it snow heaviest? No, it's too dark. Yes, this. Then we're going to customize you. Give you an actual proper log cabin, which I think is this one. Yes. Beige log cabin. Natural roof colour. Doors. Maple door. No, I kind of want to go... why is there still no dark brown rustic door? I think we'll go with this because I know there's no dark brown one. I looked real recently as well. We'll give you a tree reef. Pop you over here. I think we'll give you an outside hearth. And then the rest of it is just going to be forest, I think. Because I think that'll be the coziest. So a hearth. Over here. Let's get some cushions out here. No, let's get some log stools. I don't know if we can put trees here, actually. To be... No, we can't. Oh, I wanted to put trees down to be like, log stools, but no. We had to use the actual log stools, don't we? I think, yes, these ones. Whitewood? I was going to use birch, but I think birch might get lost in the snow coloration we got going on, so... So I want, like, a cozy... But is this sand? Or is this dirt? That's dirt. Okay, we'll use this dirt. Why not? It's actually kind of the perfect beige colour. We'll keep it one wide. Until we get to here. Wow, you can't actually curve those corners. Alright. It's actually a very strange layout. I just noticed what was... Eric, isn't it normally that the entranceway is over here? For the river-based areas? But we're going to make just like a forest. It's not going to be very interesting, but... Oh, this is all hardwood trees. Oh, weird. And annoyingly, we can't put them any closer to the cliff. Okay, so this one will have to go out here because this is the only one which basically can go out there. There's like no room to do anything. So we'll do this and we'll do some size variation. Let's try and keep things interesting. Otherwise it's just going to be the same. I kind of wanted like a huge forest of trees, but that's obviously not going to come to pass. So we're going to have to use like holly bushes or something instead. Let's try and give off that sort of cozy vibe. Annoyingly, it's going to give a splash of red, which I wasn't really looking for. Colour-wise, but hey ho. What else is a very sort of winter flower? But I kind of want to make like a sort of meandering path through the woods. So maybe we should do it like this. So to get through, you'd have to sort of go like, you know? And maybe we could put some other sort of cozy decorations outside. I don't know what would really make sense, to be honest, but... Round space heater? Maybe you pop one over here. Maybe you like to chill out over here by the river sometimes. I don't know if I want it to be white, but that's really the only one which makes sense, I think. And then... Okay, you know what? We're going to make this tree the big tree. This tree will be the slightly smaller tree. Because then we can put a little pillow here. Just like you've been resting under the respite of a tree. With a nice warm space heater. Back here, what else would make sense? Outside. Firewood? See, like chopping firewood, piling up over here. Maybe an axe or something, but... Feels like there should be stuff here, but... Okay, maybe we could put a different bush down. I mean, these are all... It's the only winter bush, though. Put some lily of the valleys down. I don't think they grow in winter, I'm going to be honest. What flowers grow in winter? I don't think flowers do grow in winter, but we're going to put them there because it's sort of like aesthetically the same. And then we got this sort of, we sort of got what I wanted. Just unfortunately with the restrictions of where we could put trees down has made it quite difficult to compact them all together, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, I think that's good enough, Eunice. What do you think about that? I like the inside. It's very nice and cozy. It's ready. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see what other people have done as well. Eunice. Cabin? Storm Eunice. Cozy winter cabin. Was it? Is that what? Yeah. Cozy winter cabin. Ah, this person went straight up with a black and white sort of thematic. Oh, this one's so pretty. Literally the first one is so pretty. I forgot about using pillars. That's what I was meant to do. Use pillars to demark things. And then we can have things sort of jutting out from the wall. Yeah, that past fireplace. It looks so good. I'm almost outraged how good it looks. Not really outraged, but still. It's a very nice one. It's just like, it's sort of like what I was wanting to go for, but I just didn't execute it the same. I mean, I still like mine as well. I think it's quite cozy. But that's true. Exemplary as what's the word? Doing creation of the black and white aesthetic. How did this person do this as staircases? What? This is incredible. They did like an upper loft area. How on earth did they do that? Oh, they use like one cardboard box, 2 cardboard blocks, 3 cardboard box, and then it looks like a wardrobe and wardrobe plus cardboard box to make like a staircase up to an upper area. That is so cool. They've made like a small loft area. That is incredible. That's genius. Like, again, it's not a customization I would ever do like that because as I say, I generally dislike doing illusion-based customizations, but that is really cool. That I've got to give you credit to that. Which angle looks a bit better? Well, this one the bookshelf's in the way, so I guess we'll just do this one. How's that? How's that, Eunice? I'm heading back. I think it's nice. That is such a cool... I can't get over. That's such... Karma Crossing seems to be the trademark. That is the coolest idea I've ever seen in in any Animal Crossing customization. We also use a lot of custom designs to do to the wall here, but that is... I can't get over it. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm genuinely in shock. I'm like... it's like, you know, I've like died and then, you know, I saw like heaven, I saw God, I saw like this is what perfection is. I don't know why I'm using like wind, no, some really random religious imagery, but you get what I'm saying. I'm like, wow, this is perfection, this is truly eternal bliss, and then I'm like brought back to life, and I'm like, wow, I can never achieve that. It's what would drive you mad in like an eldritch horror movie or something. I saw upon the face, and I understood everything. All at once, I experienced every possible emotion and fleeting moment of perfection for that split second, and when I was driven mad by what I could never attain or achieve, you know? Why am I going for this? I tried to make it poetic. I think I just made it weird. But yeah, it was still a nice customization. I still liked it. So, I'm going to round off this episode here. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join my Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.